Sinn Fein, mirror Fein, gone insane, but this album still remains. Yeah, we added some fuel and we added some drums, but at the end of the day, this album still sucks. Yeah. What's up, guys? Baneslave here, and today we reload. This is part 2 of Metallica's country double album called Load, but this one is like Reload. The first one was just a load of shit, and then they just kind of reloaded this piece of shit, and they shot it back at us, and we took it again and we ate it. Oh, God. Reload. Even on the fucking album cover, come on. It just looks like they wrote overload. Like they were like, it's about time to put out a new album. Get some more pieces of shit together and just kind of get the same artwork and, just write on it and then sell it. It'll go platinum, #1. Which it did, of course. Of course it did. You figure we would have learned the first time. They redid it, and it did good again. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm lost too. Whatever. So, Reload actually is a little bit better than Load. Come on, let's be honest. Instead of blood and semen on the front this time, they got some piss and semen. So they put some piss and semen on the front and then sold it to us again in a box of shit. First song on the album is called Fuel. And this song is good. Pretty much, you put this album on and you listen to Fuel, and you're like, yeah, Fuel, that's good. Good chorus. Cool little intro with James. Yeah. And it is actually a good song, oddly enough. It sounds new, but in a good way. It's weird. Good stuff. Good job, Metallica. You did good somehow on this piece of shit. Good for you. Yeah, so it's a pretty good song. Next song on the album is called The Memories That Remains, and this is a big fucking hit, and it's fucking almost on every single documentary that you watch about Metallica. For some reason they like that intro of the video, but the song itself is garbage. Next song on the album is Devil's Dance, and this starts out just, oh man, heavy bass. Drums, very slow and pounding bass. It's like tuned in D, or like D flat, something fucking low. And sure, yeah, that's kind of cool for like a couple minutes. No, I mean a couple seconds. And then you know what? It just kind of fizzles out. It shits out. So the next song is called The Unforgiven 2. What? The Unforgiven 2? What are you really that uncreative that you're gonna just say, oh, The Unforgiven 2? It's again, we put this piece of shit album together and then we made a #2, and then we put this okay song together and then we made a #2 for that. We couldn't really think of another song title. We were too busy thinking of Ain't My Bitch and, Fix Her and all that boring shit. And The Unforgiven 2, it has the same exact intro as The Unforgiven 1. Okay. And then when it comes in with the actual guitar part, it's like all country and bluesy and blah. I mean, at least they're consistent, Yeah, but yeah, though, it's no good. Nope. It just makes you want to listen to The Unforgiven with no number on it. Just The Unforgiven, please. Thank you. You know, I never thought that I would be in a situation where I actually wanted to listen to the Black Album, but you guys put me there. And maybe that's why everybody thinks the Black Album's so good, because of all the shit that you put out after it. Anyways, speaking of which, next song is called Better Than You. More of the same shit. I'm going to tell you right now, if you like Load, you like this sound, they're very consistent with these two albums because you're going to get more of the same shit, just a tiny bit better. Next song on the album is called Slither. Yeah! Garbage. Next song on the album is called Carpe Diem Baby, and, you know, that's, I believe it's Latin for, like, oh, what was it? Oh, fucking some dumb bitch had a tattoo of it on her. Seize the Day, there we go. Seize the Day, baby. And, you know, it's not a bad song. It's kind of cool. It's slower, a little bit ballady-ish. But, you know what? I listened to it, and I'm like, okay, well, that's not hurting my ears like the rest of this album, but I'm not going to go back and listen to it. You know, it's not like a big classic. You know, so whatever. Next song is called Bad Seed. That's all I'm going to say. Next song is called Where the Wild Things Are. And this song has nothing to do with the children's book. In that the children's book is a iconic and brilliant classic in our culture. And this song is an iconic piece of shit on an album that has piss and semen as an album cover. Next song on the album is called Prince Charming, and this song's actually really good. I'm just kidding, it's garbage. Next song on the album is called Low Man's Lyric. Low Man, yeah, low, reload, low. Nope. No good. More of the same. Next song is called Attitude. And, you know, by the time I made it to the song on the album, once again, this album's almost 80 minutes. Now I'm starting to kind of understand maybe why they put this album out within 2 years. Because it takes almost 2 years to get done with both albums, with both CDs. And I, you know, at this point, I actually did start getting an attitude. I was like, fuck you, man, make it end already. It's so long and shitty. You know, all that good shit. Next song is called Fixer, but this is like, you know, like a fucking unrated Fixer. You know why? Because they have 3 X's in there. It's like XXX, you know, and it just kind of made me, you know, want to go watch porn instead of listening to this hunk of shit album. But then again, this album does get kinky in the fact that they do throw blood and I mean semen and piss at you. So I mean, you guys aren't surprised probably by this review. It's another bad album. It's just more of the same. It's consistent shit. And for those of you who think that, oh yeah, you know, you're fucking hating on Metallica and all this shit, I'm just gonna tell you this. Number one, yeah, okay, you know what? It's not my kind of music. Maybe it's yours. And number two, it really feels like just Metallica were not taking themselves seriously, and they were kind of laughing at us. So you know what? I'm laughing at them. They have made great music, but it wasn't on Load or Reload. Sorry, they just don't do this kind of music well, as I made out in my first review of Load. God, I cannot believe I listened to both of these albums. That's all I'm gonna say. I wish I liked it because there's a lot there. Yeah, so I'm gonna give Reload by Metallica 3.5 out of 10, and the reason why I added the 0.5 is because Fuel actually is a really good song, and they still play it live pretty much every concert, and I wouldn't mind singing it. It's a good song. But for the rest of it, garbage. Later, guys.